What's up, everybody? I'm LeBlanc.
I'm OC.
Time for another adventure.
Say you want smoke, you can drop the address. I'm a stone cold killer, I'ma do some on my chest. 50 cal deagle bullet shooting through the vest. Hope the morgue got a mop, cause I'm finna leave a mess.
As we said last week, hockey TV shows
And movies.
which this could get off, like this could go for hours. We'll try
talk
not.
about this for days.
I mean,
we both
this
grew up on this shit.
This is what we grew up on. I remember there was a year I was maybe like, might have been my 13th or my 14th birthday, or Christmas with my, like when I was 13 or 14, my dad just got me like every hockey movie, like on DVD, like every iconic hockey movie on DVD, just like a bundle of DVDs. He got me like Mystery Alaska, Youngblood, Miracle, Slapshot, Mighty Ducks, MVP, everything, which basically just rattled off most of the ones we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah.
But that's movies. Shows, on the other hand, we got Letterkenny,
Benders,
Shoresy, Blue Mountain State, Technic.
We did a little bit of hockey in
Just one episode. Yeah. What do you want to start off talking about? Movies or shows, or does it really fucking matter? Let's just start talking about movies then.
Starting off with a trilogy. Out of the three, which Mighty Ducks is your favorite?
2. Wait a minute. Which one's 3?
They go to prep school, high school.
Yeah, no, 2 is my favorite.
2 is definitely my favorite.
2 is my favorite.
Junior Goodwill games.
Yeah.
You get introduced to the knuckle puck.
Yup, Keenan Thompson. Let's try to roll her. We have, in this cigarette, we have 3 different types.
Good save.
No,
good
wait.
save.
We have. You have 2 in here?
Yeah.
And I have 3, so we have 5 different types of tobacco
Quick mouth.
in this cigarette. So this is going to be a good time.
Types of tobacco.
Yeah, 5 different types of tobacco. Next trilogy, because I don't know if I'm too quick to shit on it as a trilogy, but Slapshot.
I mean, the first one, I don't think either the second 2 come close to the first one, because that's just like the OG.
It's so iconic.
Classic Slapshot hockey movie.
I'm listening to the fucking song!
Machine took my fucking quarter.
Playing with the trucks and shit.
They brought their fucking toys.
Fucking machine ate my quarter. No, but yeah, I really did like the second one.
No, the second one wasn't bad. The third one I hated.
I know, but I can appreciate it. It's almost like a Mighty Ducks meets Slapshot. Like it's got a feel good story to it.
The third one was the orphanage, right?
Well, yeah,
they ran
with
an
the
orphanage.
Yeah. When they won the lottery or something.
Yeah.
Or they won the lottery at the end of the second one, right?
Yeah, that was when they bought back the team and
yeah. Anyway, I mean, honestly, like the third one, I think I might have watched like once or twice, but I can appreciate
I've watched
it.
way more.
Yeah, I can still appreciate what the third one for what it was, but the second one is not bad. First one.
The second one, they basically just turned into the Globetrotters, or the Generals, I should say, because the other team was the Globetrotters. Puck exploding in his glove.
Yeah, they really nailed like that whole like goon.
That era of hockey, really.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what that era of hockey was. Just it was a lot tougher than what it is now. You could get away with a lot more too.
Oh, my tip.
Just a tip.
No, but like my favorite part of that movie, Slapshot, is easily the ref starts yelling at them during the national anthem. I'm listening to the fucking song, and the ref just like turns on. He's like,
no, what was the? Oh, he bangs the opposing goalie's ex-wife.
Yeah, ex-wife. Yeah.
And she's telling him how she's fooled around with girls before, and they play him next game, and he skates around the net screaming, "She's a lesbian!" A lesbian.
Oh, who is the guy that he got hit
and helmet off and starts fucking chasing?
Who's the guy that gets hit and starts pissing himself?
Hanrahan.
Yeah, he's like, I bet I hit that guy. He pisses himself.
He said, I'm so hungover. Coach kept playing me anyway. Swear, I get hit into the boards hard enough, I'll piss all over myself.
The hook is when you take the stick like this and you hook like that, and the high stick like that. Yeah, you can't do that.
You go in box in 2 minutes and you feel shame.
You feel shame.
What is icing? Icing is puck come down, play stop, my arm go come up, play stop and start up again.
What's his name?
I forget the goalie.
He has a funny name.
He goes to talk to the owner.
Oglethorpe?
Trade me right fucking now. Now hang up.
Is the goalie Oglethorpe?
No, that was the goon with the fucking.
Oh yeah, the afro.
Oglethorpe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that went downhill as a trilogy, but most trilogies do. Alright, so we got a little, been a while since I brought one up close, but got a little cannon right here. 5
Gorilla
different
finger.
types of tobacco. Tobacco, yeah, 5 different types of tobacco in there. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna get this going, and we're gonna have fun because we got a real fun movie that I want to talk about next. If you don't have any problem moving on to a new movie,
No.
I want to talk about Youngblood. One of my OG favorite hockey, just to have it was like
Amazing
a fantasy
cast,
movie
too. That was such
unreal.
a good cast. He had a young Keanu Reeves playing the goalie.
Oh yeah,
So
Patrick
fucking funny.
Swayze and Rob Lowe are
Oh my God.
they were such a good duo back in the day, and
They
the
really
Outsiders.
were. The outtakes for that movie are
They were
so
lighter.
funny when they're
Oh yeah, with it,
when
I
they're
forget with
trying
it.
to skate and
Yeah,
it was
because
so
they
funny.
weren't really skating, right?
No, I don't think. One of them I think knew how, and then I think the other one didn't. I forget which way.
I think it was
but
Rob.
Don't take my word for that. It could be completely wrong. They could have both sucked at skating. They could have both skated themselves. Who cares?
Who knows? Yeah, it don't matter. Rest in peace, Patrick Swayze. But that
Swayze train.
yeah, growing up just as a hockey player, just to be that was a great fantasy movie to me. It's
Yeah, it
this
really
kid
was.
from a small town. I mean, I was from South Boston, not really a small town, but just a kid from a small town who
Small
goes to
farm
play
town.
hockey, goes and lives and bangs the house mother, old yo.
What was it? Tea with Miss McGill or something like that.
Yeah, and don't they all peek in the door and
I
start
think-
looking?
Yeah, everyone knew about it.
Because they all did it.
Yeah, exactly. It was a rite of passage, basically.
Oh,
for the
100%
team.
a rite of passage for the team. Is it his own coach's daughter that he starts seeing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his own coach.
yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was
She's
his coach or
fucking-
the other team's coach.
She's fucking in college or whatever, and she's listening to the game on her headphones. And
A
she's
Walkman
freaking out
looking thing.
mid-class.
Sweet movie, but good. Also, I'm having trouble right now. What was Mystery Alaska about? Just like an underdog hockey team, right?
No, it was just basically they had the game every year, and yeah, it was basically just a bunch of guys who got together in Alaska and started playing pond hockey essentially because everything was frozen up there, and
Oh, okay.
they get so
I
good
remember it
basically
now.
that they invite the Rangers to come play against them at
New York?
Yeah, the New York Rangers to come play against them at their home rink in Alaska outdoors.
Okay, the MVP, most valuable primate.
Jack, right?
Yep. Or was it Jack or just Jack?
Oh, I think it was both.
Yeah, I think, his name was Jack, whatever. My favorite, alright, so I watched that, I had a fucking number 2 pencil in that VHS tape constantly trying to get it back to I watched that movie so much. My favorite scene of that movie, I don't know why, because it's there's so many cinematically better scenes in that movie, but my favorite scene has always been when he first gets to the hockey rink and tries figuring out the equipment,
yeah.
and he's got the shin guard,
On
the
his
shin guard
elbow.
on his elbow, and he's
Yeah.
got and then he's just all right, let me figure this out, and he looks at the hockey poster and he's
Yeah.
oh,
Okay,
now
know
I
how
got
to do
it.
this.
And they think it's someone else because there was the injured player,
they
and he
thought it was
finds
just
his
someone
jersey.
who's real hairy, I think.
Well, yeah, because he had the injured player's
Yeah.
jersey on, and they're like, wait, that's not... Alright, I have a very specific way I want to ask this question for a reason. So, excluding, sentimental, sad scenes, what's your favorite part of that movie, MVP?
I don't know. I haven't watched that movie in so long that I definitely like the highlights where he's just going through people's legs and shit.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
they're getting pissed off. Can't get this guy. They think he's a human the whole time. Then they find out he's actually a
Right,
primate.
Yep. I would say, I mean, obviously I just said what my favorite part was when he's putting on the equipment.
Yeah.
Another good part to bring up though is the Slapshot hole in the net pot.
Oh,
Classic,
yeah,
just
yeah.
a classic. The deaf sister, she's like,
was gonna say, that's
tell
how
them
it
to check
starts,
for a
right?
hole in the net. Well,
It starts with her
on the pond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they first meet Jack, is on the pond, and he takes the slap shot. Well, I don't know. I don't think the slap shot is that's not the
Yeah,
first
but
time
yeah.
they meet, but they go back or whatever, and he takes the slap shot. It goes through the net, and that's why later. Is it the championship game?
It probably was.
Probably, and he's like, check for a hole in the net. Nets covenant holes, jackass. No, just kidding. Oh, you know what that just reminded me of? If you put a hole in a net, there are technically less holes in it now than there were before you put a hole in it.
Yeah, you just made it bigger, so there's...
Like you separated, like you just separate, you combine two holes into one hole, so now there's less holes. It's a funny, weird thing to think about. Alright, so we'll save Miracle.
We can go Goon.
Oh, we could go Goon. Goon and Last of the Enforcers. So first of all, like, Jay Baruchel, best parts of both of those movies. Pick the number 69! It's hilarious! Yo.
Pat always gets boners.
Oh, the gay brother?
Yeah. Don't laugh. They're his gay brother's skates.
Oh, I really like his girl in those movies.
She's funny.
I don't know the actress's name. I'll put it up right here. She's funny, but she's like a good actress.
Yeah, definitely. Her sister in that, I think it's her sister, her best friend, is so funny. The one that's drunk all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But she's in the second one, I believe it is. They go to the bar while he's playing. They go to the bar to watch the game, and
she's pregnant, right? His girl's pregnant.
They don't know yet, but they're celebrating her birthday.
Okay.
And so she gets sick, and this whole time her sister, her best friend, is getting shit-faced. She's throwing down pints and stuff like that. Whole pitcher's full of beer. So there's an empty pitcher, and Eva,
that's his girl.
Wife. That's the girlfriend. She pukes in the fucking pitcher.
Oh yeah.
And she runs off to the bathroom, and her friend or her sister wasn't paying attention. She looks down, she goes, "My beer's back."
That's fucking gross.
So gross.
I forgot about that part.
So gross.
No, but the dude, Kane, is that his name?
Anders
Kane. What other movie is he in?
22 Jump Street.
That's what it is. He's the football player, the quarterback, right?
Also, so going on another movie, he's the son of Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Who also played Herb Brooks in Miracle, which we'll get into a little bit later, but back to Goon.
Wait, the actor?
The actor who plays Anders Kane, and I forget his name in 22 Jump Street.
Yeah.
He's Kurt Russell's son.
Wow.
And he actually played junior hockey for a little bit.
Before we get into Miracle, it's so crazy to see the kids of all these celebrities grown up.
Yeah.
Like off top comes O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Crazy.
Looking identical. But he's been a successful actor. He's a talented actor.
100%.
They're very clear that he won the role to play his father in Straight Outta Compton. He was not given that role because even Lil Eazy-E auditioned and he didn't get it. No, he's whatever. But also Chet Hanks. He's a little off the wire sometimes on social media.
I don't know about that guy.
But I will say in Shameless, he was good in Shameless. He was really good in Shameless. I've always loved Chet Hanks, even though some of the shit he says is fucking bananas. I love his inspirational, he does a lot of gym and workout and trying to inspire people to, be the best version of themselves that they can. So I really respect that. But the whole race edginess thing he got going on is a little I don't agree with, but overlook. I wouldn't say he's racist. He's just racially insensitive. Is that fair?
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he's a racist person because he definitely doesn't hate people for skin color, but he just seems like he's insensitive and
he don't seem like a great dude, put it that way.
Yeah, he's just insensitive and almost ignorant to a lot of stuff, but he was great in Shameless. Tom Hanks' kid, for anyone who doesn't know. Also
tell by the name.
Kurt Russell's kid, who we just talked about, but Maya Hawke, Uma Thurman's kid with Ethan Hawke, she is fucking phenomenal.
What's she?
Hang on. She's in Stranger Things. I gotta look this up because I think it's her in this movie, but I'm not positive. I gotta double check. Gotta get my facts straight. Okay, yes, it is her. She plays the opening kill woman of Fear Street, the first Fear Street movie.
I've never seen that.
The Fear Street movies, there's 3 of them. There's a trilogy. They are phenomenal.
I heard of them. I've never seen any of them.
Yeah, they're great. I went into it thinking they were going to be ass because they were Netflix horror movies, and honestly, they're some of the best horror films I've ever seen in my life, and I am a horror buff. Horror is my favorite genre of movie. I love it. Everything about it. I know the history of it, and I thought it was going to suck. It was good. but she is in that as the opening kill. She plays this mall worker, and she gets killed by someone, a kid her age who works at a different store in the mall. They were like best friends, and he kills her, and they dive into why and what happened and everything, but he gets killed right away too. But
don't spoil the whole thing.
yeah, no, this is opening scene stuff, has nothing to do with anything. Yeah, Maya Hawke, she's got celebrity parents too. It's just interesting to see. But on to Miracle, probably like the best sports movie of all time. Or, like, what else is up there? Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans is up there. I mean, there's a few up there, but
a few baseball movies that are pretty good.
meh.
You ain't a big baseball guy though.
No, not really. Couple good basketball movies.
Speaking
but
of those, this is kind of off the rails, but Field of Dreams game just happened yesterday. You watched the movie Field of Dreams?
yeah,
Great movie.
Mhm.
That's probably one of the best, if not the best, baseball movie in my opinion.
yeah. Well, 42 is good.
Well, yeah, that's more of a,
Yeah,
it's more of a.
that's
biopic.
Chadwick Boseman, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He was amazing. Rest in peace to
Rest
him.
in peace to Chadwick Boseman. That was a great. I really did
Wakanda
like that
forever.
movie. I liked that movie that movie. I like that scene where like the second baseman comes over to him at first base when they're all yelling at him, and he puts his arm.
Pee-wee?
Yeah, and he puts his arm around him, and he's like,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?" And he's like, "I want them to know. Like, I got
Yeah.
family here. I want them to know who I am, like what type of person I am."
Basically, like, yeah, I'm okay with this.
He's like, "Yo, like, you know, you're a good." Yeah, it was just a touching scene.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then what does the umpire say? He's like, What are we here for? We're gonna play
playing
ball? What are we doing? And then he's like, "Yep, we're playing ball." He's like, "Come on." It's like one of those funny like movie moments where like there's this one scene
That
where
one
like
guy gets traded. Pittsburgh.
it's one of those funny like there's this other scene in this movie where what's the girl's name from 50 Shades of Grey? The actress who's in 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know what movie it was.
Names.
And she gets in the taxi and he's like, "Where are you going?" And she's like, and the music is swelling and she's like, "Home. I'm going home." And the taxi driver, it's like one of those movie like meta moments where the taxi driver in the movie turns out, he's like, "I don't know where the fuck you live, lady." It's so funny. But Miracle, if we could get back to Miracle finally. Obviously, it's about, well, I guess I shouldn't say obviously, that's kind of rude. But for the people who don't know, it's about when the U.S. played Russia in the Olympics in 1980 in Lake Placid, New York. I've been there. I was there for the Junior Olympic boxing tournament.
I've just been there for hockey tournaments.
I got the silver medal.
That play hockey
I'll post a picture.
around here.
Me and my silver medal. No, it was a beautiful, beautiful place up there. First of all, shout out to Lake Placid. It's so beautiful up there.
I love it up there.
And I mean, I know it's Lake Placid, but not to be underlooked is the mountain view up there. I mean, beautiful. Anyway, you start off this movie, and Herb Brooks gets the call that he's going to coach the U.S. team.
A little background: before he was coaching University of Minnesota.
Yes,
He's coaching them.
and so he gets the call. Then we come to probably like one of the, I can't even say, like the whole movie, every scene of the movie is the best scene of the movie. But like this scene where they're like recruiting and tryouts and stuff, the tryout scene I should say, or scenes, it's multiple scenes, but that is the best. Or also I like the scene, what's your name?
That's my net man.
Yeah. What's your name? Where do you play for? Play for the United States of America.
Coxie. I play for whoever's not gonna get me hit.
I mean, I think I know your answer, but who's your favorite player on the team?
Gotta be OC, right? I mean, kind of makes sense. No, I like Jim Craig though.
Yeah, Jimmy Craig.
I met
is
him.
good.
He's
you
a good
did?
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say OC.
Yeah. Sort of where I got my nickname.
LeBlanc and OC. But obviously, you're not.
O'Callahan.
No. You're. Yeah. That's right. You're not O'Callahan. You're O'Connor. See, that's funny. I'm Irish too. He's Irish, but my last name is like from my dad's side, French Canadian. But my mom's side is more Irish. My name's Hayden Ryan. Yo, I still am laughing so hard because obviously when we're filming this, episode 5 just came out, and that joke in episode 5 where I'm going on and on about Bigfoot, and then I'm like, dolphins jerk off. I don't know why that's relevant, but yo, I don't know why, but that shit was so funny to me. No,
I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah, I didn't know. It just came to me because I was talking about something sort of relevant, and it just occurred to me. But oh yeah, I was talking about animals being intelligent, and it just came to me. But no, and then okay, so and then there's that scene where they announced who's on the team. They have everyone sitting and they announce everyone, and I mean that scene is pretty cliche. Like they show guys who like are obviously on the team, but like they don't get their name called right away, so they keep flashing back to them, and they're all nervous. But it's like you're not gonna keep flashing back to him if he doesn't matter. Because what about all the other people that didn't get called that you're not flashing? Like he's gonna get picked, or he's whatever. Something like that's happening.
At the end of that, or at the end of that, he gives the little speech where he's like, "I'll be your coach. I won't be your friend."
Yeah. Yeah.
He says, if you need one of those, you can take that up with, what was it, Coach Craig Patrick or Doc.
So many great speeches by Herb Brooks in that movie. Obviously, their time is over.
Yeah.
It's our time.
I could quote that movie for days, but we don't got that time.
It ain't about the name on the back. It's about the name on the front. I don't know how he says it.
Other way around, dipshit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the name on the front of the jersey is a whole hell of a lot more important than the name on the back of it, right? That's how he says it?
He screams,
it came to me. See, I knew it would come to me.
The legs feed the wolves, gentlemen. The legs feed the wolves.
Imagine a crossover seed where, not really a crossover seed, but imagine if someone on the U.S. team taped their knuckles up with tinfoil like in Slapshot. I don't think we talked about that.
The foil.
Yeah, I don't think we talked about that. We talked about Slapshot, but yeah, for those of you who don't know, the Hanson brothers, they're not triplets, right? No, because one of them, because one of them's the youngest.
They just
that's right.
all look the exact same.
Yeah.
They have the same.
And their numbers 16, 17, and 18.
Yeah.
One of them's blonde.
No.
Yeah.
Not in the first one. They're all...
Then how is he blonde? He's blonde. Yo, one of them's blonde. Who's gonna look dumb right now on this
What's up?
He's blonde right there.
That is not blonde.
You fucking psycho. Bro, he's blonde, you psycho. He's blonde. Jack.
I don't think so. It's definitely lighter than these two, but I don't think that's blonde. Yeah, that's now. See?
He's blonde, yo. You can tell.
Look at that. That's not blonde.
Look at that.
That is not blonde.
We're gonna put up the picture. You tell us. Settle the debate for us. But
that picture.
Yes. I'll put up the picture. And if you know the movie, we're looking at a picture from when they are after the fight during right before the national anthem. It's the picture during the national anthem when they're all bloody after the fight during warm-ups. That's what I meant to say. That's the time. But throughout the whole movie anyway, because it could be any. He's blonde. I swear.
Maybe I'm.
Jack Hansen is blonde.
Maybe I'm forgetting it. I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm remembering it. I don't know.
That'd be funny if they taped their knuckles up in the Olympics to fight the Russians. Yo, wait. A little off topic, odd topic, but off the topic of Miracle. When you were alright, did you ever play town hockey?
Yeah.
So when you were playing town hockey, what age range did you do, like squirts?
Mites.
Right, I
didn't play squirts for town hockey.
Okay, I did.
Then I played Pee-wee and maybe like a year of bantam or something.
Never up to midget?
No.
I played all the way from...
I played mostly like...
What's right before squirt? Mite. I did all the way from mites all the way to midgets. But when you were in town hockey, did they ever teach you to how to properly butt end people against the boys?
Yeah, he had that one crazy coach that he gave you a little pointer here.
We literally had a whole 15 minutes.
Who wasn't anyone's dad. He was just there to coach.
He was just that coach.
No one knew why or where he comes from. He just...
Yeah.
He might not even be from that town that you're playing.
Mine was.
Mine wasn't at some point.
No, but yeah, we had a legit 15-minute lesson on how to properly butt end.
Oh, no, we didn't have that.
Maybe it was 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm just exaggerating, but it was a definite portion, part of the practice where he gathered us all around and literally instructed us on how to do it properly. He said, alright, if you don't know alright, I'll explain how he explained it, but because he didn't really call it butt end, but it's what it is. You take your hockey stick and you you choke up on the shaft, I guess move your hand down about 2 to 3 inches so that a bit of your stick is sticking out, and when you hit someone against the boards, with your shoulder, you take your hand and butt end them right here in the ribs. So when I hit them, bam, fucking stick in the ribs. And he taught us how to do it without getting caught by the referees. Is basically what the lesson was. Crazy shit.
We just had
that's Celty for you. That's Celty hockey. Old school.
We just had that one coach.
Boston hockey
gave you a tip here and there.
Think like hey. Terry O'Reilly. Like we were playing Terry O'Reilly hockey in Celty.
Taz.
Yeah. But so on to TV shows.
Letterkenny.
OG hockey show. I mean, probably not the first by any means, but that's like.
First one I was really introduced
that's
to.
like the OG, like best or biggest I would say at least. My favorite seat is when they're all sitting in the diner, like all like 20 of them around the table. No, but when they're all 20 of them sitting around the table and they stop fighting with the bikers and the bikers stand up and come over and they're just like laughing. Yo, that fight, that whole argument is so fucking funny. The girls are getting into it.
Like, we don't want to do this. Have you seen that one? Oh, man, you gotta watch the rest of it, dude. I think they see them, I don't know if it's that same group, but they see another group twice.
It's the one with the bald guy?
The second time they see them, they start going at it with like words and shit. You know how they're all like...
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're all like quick-witted and like know exactly what to say.
They have the best chirps in this show.
And
alright, best...
Nah, so they start going at it and it starts for like maybe 2 minutes and then the fucking bald guy on the other side goes, I don't want to do this again. Fucking big squirrely Dan goes, deuce what's?
Deuce what's? That's fucking hilarious. What's your favorite chirp from that show all time? I know mine.
There's so many.
Fuck you, Riley. Your mom squirted across my room. Threw off the pH balance in my aquarium. Killed my Japanese fighting fish.
Oh my god. I don't know, maybe like the first one with Riley and Jonesy and then with Wayne, Squirrely Dan and Derry where they're like look at that fucking treasure trail. He said, your aesthetician coiffed that up for you? You can kiss my aesthetician. You do CrossFit, you can cross fuck off.
I want to get into Shoresy because Shoresy. We have to get into Shoresy because Shoresy has the funniest chirps too. Fuck you, your mom made an OnlyFans to try to make me mad, but the only time I laughed harder than that was when his mom did the same thing. Don't take out your Accutane rage on me, bud. Oh, that show is steep. If you haven't watched Shoresy on Hulu, you have to.
What was the thing? He was like, what's more awkward? Your girl coming and you barely playing or hitting puberty?
So, Jean-Jacques Francois, what's his last name?
Jean-Jacques, I think.
It's Jacques Jean, I think.
Something like that. JJ Frankie JJ.
JJ Frankie JJ. Known to his teammates as JJ Frankie JJ. Oh, and of course, Diaby Dolo. And he's the rapper. Dolo's the rapper. Shoresy is... Oh, we gotta put him up here with his name and all of that, the actor. And, but...
Jared Kiso.
Yeah. Fuck, shut the fuck up, Sanguinette. Yo, Sanguinette is the coach who got a squeezer in the leg while Shoresy took an aqua dump. What's an aqua dump? Well, someone tell me what an aqua dump is. Then you take a shit in the water. Your penis is out. So you mean Sanguinette got a hand job from my girlfriend while Shoresy took a shit in the water right next to them? Yeah. Oh, you know who's in that show? Terry Ryan. Yeah, just competed in the Barstool.
Oh, the Chicklets Cup.
The Chicklets Cup. That's what it's called. He gave a fucking killer speech when they lost in the championship. You didn't see it? Because they lost in the championship.
Yeah.
So, yo, he's talking. He posted on his Instagram. Terry Ryan did. Yeah. He's talking about. He's like, Noseface is a fucking rat. He's like, yo, he came in here. He's like, I know he had his reasons, he had his circumstances, why he had to be late to the tournament. He's like, but at the end of the day, he came in here and he joined a championship team, and he won with a bunch of people he doesn't know, and he's like, and I'll tell you what, boys, we've bled together, we've sweat together, we've done everything together.
Multiple tournaments.
He's like, I'd rather lose with people I care about, lose with my friends, than win with people I don't give a fuck about. But obviously, like, I didn't deliver it as electric as he did. But yeah, he did a killer speech.
Electric. And
Toothless. No, sorry.
his name in
Oh yeah, his name in Shoresy is.
You say it.
No, you say it. Oh, you want to say the other part? Okay, no, you. All right. His name in Shoresy is Ted Hitchcock.
Which is pretty funny, because when you say his name fast, it kind of sounds like 10-inch cock.
Been called worse, boys. How did you know he was here? Saw the car in the parking lot. So dumb. Oh. Yo,
So we give out the game stick,
right, so that's done.
and then we all get a stick?
Yeah, sounds about right to me. No, there's one game stick. They could all split one. Oh, that's the gyms.
Jim.
Yo, so there's the 3 gyms. They're COs at some prison, and they're each Native American dudes.
Yeah.
And they each
No.
North American, the continent, native to the continent.
No,
Fuck. All right, so they're like Native Canadian.
They're called natives in the show.
Yeah, it's in Canada though.
They don't specify. Oh, Ojibwe.
Mm.
That's what she says. Remember? Does he speak
I don't
Ojibwe?
remember.
And he says no. He only speaks French. Talking about Diaby.
The UFOs are coming. Oh, they're gone. They got someone else. I wonder who that was. Who do you think they got? Anyway, so yeah, they're introducing them to the boys, and they're like, so you're each called Jim. What if we call you Jim, you Jim Bob, and you Jim whatever he says?
You Jimmy.
Yeah, and he's
you
like,
Jim, you Jimmy, and you Jim Bob.
Yeah, and he's like, but we're all Jim.
Yeah, I know
but
you're all
the,
Jim.
But you see the dilemma we run into here. What if you sing them? Jim. Did you just have a brain hematoma?
That show is so funny, isn't it? The storyline.
All right, they're all Jim.
Shout out R.A. He gave a good performance.
Oh, yeah.
Chicklets. He
Yeah,
gave a good performance in that show.
Yeah, so the basic storyline of that show is it's a spin-off of Letterkenny.
Yeah.
Shoresy is in the no-show.
Shoresy is a character in Letterkenny. He's a side character. He's not really a major character. He's just on the hockey team with Riley and Shoresy.
Yeah, and
Riley and Jonesy.
And he's in a 4-team league called the No-Show, and they're 4th place in a 4-team league, and they have like an ultimatum. He makes like a deal with the team owner. He's like, all right, listen, like, give me some players,
some studs,
and
some enforcers, basically.
Yeah, and I promise we'll never lose again. And if we lose again, you can fold the team, because they have like no wins in the season at that point.
They were like 0-20 or
0-20
like that.
at that point. And so they get Frankie JJ, they get Dolo, Diaby, forget his first name.
Jonathan Diaby.
Yeah, he's the rapper who he knows English, but he only speaks in French.
We forgot to mention
This Ted Hitchcock.
We forgot to mention what's his name?
Well, there's 4, right?
Yeah, we forgot to mention the no, he didn't go to the show in the NHL for hockey.
No, he's in the other show, the lacrosse one. Who is that?
He said, remember, he starts off, he's like, see ya, there's my buddy Goody.
Oh yeah, good leaf.
Yeah, what was it fucking
Goody likes chicken.
Brant Goody Goodleaf.
Goody likes chicken.
See ya, so Goody likes chicken.
You guys have chicken tenders?
Chicken fingers.
Hey, have you seen JJ Frankie JJ? Yeah, he's at the Radisson. Hey, have you guys seen JJ? No, haven't seen him. What's her name? Laurence LeBeouf.
Laurence
LeBeouf.
Apparently she's a big deal, I don't know.
Is that in real life too?
Yeah, I guess she's a real person, I think.
I didn't know that. Apparently
know,
she's a Canadian thing. Oh, he has a big clapper. Is that what they call their dicks? No, clapper's a slap shot.
And
a slap shot is when you direct the puck towards the net. A shot is when you direct the puck towards the net.
You fucking dits.
The Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs. Why are we the Sudbury Blueberry Bull? It's Sudbury. What? No, it's Sudbury. You're saying Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs. It's Sudbury. Shut the fuck up, Sanguinet. Oh.
What was the chirps that the kids were giving him in RA when they were like the fucking Sudbury Cabbage Patch Kids would have sounded tougher.
Oh yeah, and the strawberry mini schnauzers or something.
Yeah, some shit like
the
that.
banana split beagles. They had a lot of them. They were just fucking with them. Yeah, because they got a sponsor to pay for all the new studs, and it was like a blueberry, something blueberry. Should I roll up another one before we get like into questions and all?
Yeah.
All right. So for questions, I have a question to start off with. Out of all the hockey movies and TV shows that you've ever seen, what is your favorite motivational speech?
Gotta be Miracle.
Which one? Because you can't just say Miracle. I'm talking exact specific
right before
speech.
The Soviet game.
Oh, okay.
It's gotta be that one. Or even when they're doing sprints.
Yeah, that's a good one. See, I don't know. That is it's tough.
Mighty Ducks has a couple good ones.
I was literally just thinking Mighty Ducks.
What was the whole speech in Ducks Fly Together?
See, that's actually tough. I don't know why I posed that question when I couldn't answer it myself. Maybe that's why. I wanted to see if you can answer it. Because, like, it is tough to pick a favorite.
Yeah.
There's so many good ones.
Definitely.
You kind of hit the nail on the head right there with a couple good ones, so I kind of agree with that. Do you think you could pick a favorite movie?
Miracle. 100% Miracle.
I
grew up watching that every day, basically.
I have to go Miracle too, as cliche as it is, but like, that's the thing, like, sometimes things are so cliche just because they're true. Like, it is that good. Like, that's why it's such a popular common answer, because it really is that good. But I really think I do have to go with Miracle. But Youngblood, shout out to Youngblood.
Youngblood.
That's probably my second favorite.
Mighty Ducks I could watch any day.
Oh, of course. Any three of them.
Oh, of course.
The prep school one, we didn't really get into talking about the prep school one, but we didn't really get into talking about any of them. I think we just kind of mentioned them. So what's your favorite Mighty Ducks movie then? That's a good way to.
We talked about that.
Okay, we did. Yeah.
Games.
The second is my favorite, but also, so let's get into that. Everyone, if you're watching, let's be honest, if you're watching this video about hockey movies, you've probably seen the Mighty Ducks. But the second one, you like that might be a little more obscure. So the second one is when they have the basically knockoff junior, like World Juniors.
No, the Junior Goodwill Games was a real thing.
Is it?
It was. I don't know if it still is.
Well, either way, it sounds like the Walmart version. Yeah, so it's just inspired by the Olympics.
But it's basically almost like the Youth Olympics now, kind of, but not really. They had some odd countries participating in.
They had Jamaica.
No, it was Trinidad.
Trinidad, sorry.
They were hilarious. They were dancing on the bench and shit. They were lit.
Yeah, then they played, it was Iceland, right?
Yeah, Iceland.
And the Tooth Fairy? Or the Dentist?
The Dentist. Yeah.
The Dentist.
Tooth Fairy's another hockey movie.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't talk about Tooth Fairy. Yeah, with The Rock, he plays the hockey player, and
who was the skateboarder that played in that movie?
Ryan Sheckler.
Yeah.
Oh, we could do a whole episode on Ryan Sheckler, man. I was obsessed with him.
I couldn't.
Oh, yeah. I was obsessed with him for a bit there. He had a show called Life of Ryan on MTV. It was like a Robin Big type show.
That was a great show, Robin Big.
Rest in peace to Big. So the Dentist is the coach of the team for Iceland, and he was called the Dentist because he used to knock dudes' teeth out. And then Mighty Ducks 3 is when they go to prep school, and I love some of the pranks they pull in that movie with the ants.
Oh my god. Or even the classic one with the fucking shaving cream and the feather on the nose.
Yeah. The detention scene is funny.
Is that in the first one?
No, the third one. And they're all, well...
There was one in the first one too. Remember, because they quacked at their teacher?
Oh yeah, I will not quack at... Yeah.
You guys quacked at your teacher?
No, wasn't it the principal?
Yeah, no, it was the teacher.
It was the teacher. I will not quack. Didn't they have to write that?
Yeah, they
I
had to
will
write it
not
on the
quack at
board.
my principal.
He had to come and get him, basically.
Now, who's your favorite duck?
I don't know.
My answer could be controversial in some states.
Who's yours?
No, you go first.
I gotta think of mine.
You're not gonna copy me anyway, because I have a controversial answer.
I'm not gonna.
Banksy. Yeah, he's my favorite duck. Yo, I really think...
I mean, nah, he's nasty. He's easily the best player, obviously. But, I mean, the obvious answer would be Conway, but nah, I think Goldberg.
No.
Goldberg may be the funniest.
Goldberg!
Or Averman. Averman's
a legend.
Averman doing
The way you do the commentary.
On the bench.
Yeah. I love, though, when,
How can you not bring up the Bash Brothers, though?
The Bash Brothers, yeah, when they get kicked out and they start taking their equipment out from the penalty box.
They're taking a dance class, Tom.
The purse prank when they put dog shit in the purse with money sticking out.
First one,
Yeah. Do you think that Charlie should have taken the fall?
Act hurt. Take the fall.
Do you think he should have?
No.
I do.
Wait, which? The first one?
Yeah. When he was telling him and when he didn't, remember when he was like,
with the eye.
grab your eye.
I mean, yeah, if the stick's like dead ass in your cage, I mean, I guess, but like, I don't know.
No, that team was dirtbags, weren't they? All game?
Yeah, kinda.
You know that rake in the north end with the glass wall?
Yeah.
It's got a glass wall. I don't know the name of it, but I was playing there in high school. Like my high school team was playing there. I forget who we were playing, but the kid on the other team, I didn't have the puck, but there was a little bit of I guess a scramble for the puck at center ice. No one could really get possession of it. We kind of kept each getting it and then getting it knocked away towards the boards or back towards the center or something. And I didn't even have the puck, and I shit you not, this kid, legit, on the other team, literally football tackled me in the middle of the ice. And when it happened, I was I'm a chippy kid. I'm quick to get chippy and to start getting aggressive. But when that happened and I get legit football tackled in the middle of the ice, don't even have the puck, and nothing happens, I literally was so confused. I looked over to the bench at my coach, Coach Santini. I don't know if I have to bleep his name out, but and I was I literally I didn't give him one of these, but I basically gave him one of these through the with eye contact, and he just looked at me and he just went like this. He was I don't know either, man. He that doesn't happen. And the ref didn't do it. If the ref sees a kid get football tackled and doesn't call a whistle or a penalty, you're not gonna get him to change his mind, because he already saw it, man. There was multiple, the refs saw it. They just weren't doing anything about it. So you're not gonna use arguing.
Playing, we had a coach where if one team was getting a little too chippy, he'd pick out a certain guy, probably the bigger guys on the team, and he'd be like, yeah, green light. And that just went all out. Whoever you could find, just fucking kill him.
Alright, so
we had a couple fights there, yeah, that was good.
To start off the rails, this is a question, but it's off the movie topic, so I'm gonna consider this off the rails.
Oh, I have another question.
What, about movies?
Yeah.
Okay, ask it.
I was gonna say, are there any movies that we didn't say that you can think of?
Okay.
Or shows, or just hockey related
that we didn't
things
talk
that
about.
You've watched.
Does Happy Gilmore count as a hockey movie?
He is a hockey player. He's not a golfer, he's a hockey player.
If Blue Mountain State counts as a hockey show, then Happy Gilmore counts as a hockey movie.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. But I want to get into off the rails. Alright, out of your whole hockey career, what's your favorite fight story?
Probably we went up to Montreal, and we went up there. At first it was going to be 3 games against 2 different teams. We were going to play one team twice, and then 2 days before we left, one team dropped out. So the host team was just alright, come play us twice, because that's who we were going to play twice anyway. And so we get up there a Friday night. We have a night for ourselves. That was a good night. Hit up St. Catherine Street. Been there?
No.
So if you heard of St. Catherine Street, you know, a bunch of strip clubs there. So safe to say we had a good night. Strip clubs are kind of a rip-off, don't you think?
I've never been to a strip club. And you know what? Before I turned 18, I used to say
That's
as
the
soon as I
only time
turned
I've been.
18, on my 18th birthday, I'm going. On my 18th birthday, I'm going. Closer I got to 18, I was like, this shit's kind of overrated.
Went there once.
By the
and
time I
like,
turned
fuck that
18,
shit.
I didn't even want to go, and still have never had that desire. I guess, hey, if it's your thing, it's your thing.
Yeah.
It's just not, I've never had the desire to even go. The only reason I would want to go is I heard some of them got good wings.
Yeah.
I heard some strip clubs
Atlanta.
actually got good wings. No bullshit. I would go for the wings. It might be kind of annoying to have some bitch taking her clothes off while I'm trying to eat these buffalo wings. So no, I don't know. I'd be like,
Get a bit
yo,
messy.
go do that somewhere else. Go give private dance. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, no, so back to that. So yeah, next day we play the host team. This is like this was Super Bowl weekend too, so like we were supposed to miss the Super Bowl because we would have played them again on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And so like we get there and the game's at like 11, 12, so it wasn't too bad, wasn't too early, so we could sleep in a little bit. It's fucking snowing out. The bus that we took is kind of like sliding a little bit, and because we're up in Canada, it's got to be snowing.
Yeah.
And so we get there and the game starts and it's getting chippy right off the bat, and so we go up.
Always does.
We go up, and I think it was just a chippy game. We ended up winning the last shift of the game. It was like a face-off in the offsides dot. It's just like they won the draw, and there was just like 3 hits in a row where their guy got popped, and then it just started an all-out line brawl.
Oh,
Melee, dude, it was crazy. The goalies were sprinting out to center ice. Our goalie Superman punched a kid with the waffle. That shit was hilarious. We got it all on video. That was hysterical.
Yeah, I think
Shout out Spartans.
my favorite fight story, this was probably Squirt. No, could it have been? I was in 5th grade, so that's about squirts in 5th grade or no? What's after squirts? I always forget the order.
Pee-wee?
Squirt, Pee-wee.
But I don't think that would be Pee-wee yet.
What?
I think that would be Squirt. 5th grade?
So yeah, no, because squirts sounds more right anyway. So I was late squirt, last year squirt. We were playing, this was town hockey, so I was playing for South Boston, and our rival was Somerville.
It's a weird rival to have.
Just always was in town hockey, Southie and Somerville. And I think it was because we used to beat the shit out of them in hockey every time. We used to win like 7, 8, 9
so
to
they got
1.
decent.
What?
Would they get decent
When
you were playing?
No.
Oh, they were still shit.
Yeah, they were still shit. We still ended up winning this game like 7-2. But
Okay.
maybe like second period, or either late first period or early second period. This kid, I don't want to say his name, but because he still plays and he's a very good player and he may go somewhere. This kid gets into a legit. Mind you, this is squirts. We're still wearing cages and everything. He gets into a legit drop the gloves fight with this other kid on Somerville. 1-on-1 at 7 a.m. on like a Sunday for kids town hockey, like crazy. The ref just sits there, watches, throws them in the box for a minor penalty for a minute and a half. Each of them. Okay, cool. Now like
Bad
mid
idea by the refs.
one ref. There was that was also another problem.
That's the first mistake.
There was only one ref. The other one couldn't make it or was late or whatever. And later on in the game, third period, mid-third period, bench clearing brawl. Yo, I shit you not, I dropped 2 kids. Like, I came off the bench, this kid came at me. I literally cocked back and fucking blasted him in the face, and he just hit the ground, and I just kept going into the, like, pile. And then that's where there was, like, this kid on, like, his, like, kind of, like, in the pile, like, reaching at my guys, so I grabbed him off and started fighting him. And then I ended up fighting one more kid. Also, honorable mention for I'll give you a chance for one honorable mention, but I have an honorable mention for another favorite fight. When I was in high school, I still am not sure if I'm allowed to say my high school's name or not, so I'm not gonna. But when I was in high school, sophomore year, first scrimmage of the year for the hockey team, for the JV team, not even a real game, just a scrimmage. Happened to be a scrimmage with our rival. A rivalry that's been going on since my dad was in high school. Interesting about that, my dad went to the rival high school. And he recommended that I go to this school. When I got all my, like, so, first scrimmage of the year, at the end of the game, well, throughout the game, this one kid was being really chippy with me, hitting me after whistles, all that shit, for no reason, really. And then, so, after the game, it was kind of like a thing at my team, just like whoever, just goes over and grabs all the sticks and takes them off the ice. Did you guys do something like that? Or did you all grab your own stick?
You just grab your own shit.
If you were on the bench. I don't know. Like, it was weird. Like I don't know.
My own shit.
It was just like a thing that we did. It was just like, someone grab all the sticks and let's go. Because it was a lot quicker. I don't remember why we did it. But it just happened to be, like, it's no, oh, and that's the thing. It's not like an assignment thing.
Yeah.
No one, like, none of the coaches ever said like that. Like, it was just like us, us players. We were just like an agreement, like silent agreement. Someone grab the sticks, and we'll figure it out in the locker room. Like, so yeah, this particular day, I just decided, hey, I'll just grab them and go. So my whole team goes off the ice, and as I'm skating with the sticks, this rival team is skating off the ice, and this kid that was fucking with, I had to wait for them to go off to get off. This kid that was fucking with me all game said something and called me like stick boy. Yo, so I dropped the sticks and I just went at this kid. I fucking hit him a couple times. I end up on top of him. This whole team jumps on top of me. My team in the locker room. My whole team in the locker room. Their whole team on top of me. I'm hitting like 3-4 kids, but always keeping one hand on this kid. I'm like hitting this kid, hitting this kid, hitting this kid, switching hands, hitting kids over here. Ending up on top of this kid still. People's bodies start getting pulled off. I feel like a tap like on my shoulder, and I'm like on this kid, like holding him, and I'm just like, all right. So I get up, and this kid's mom came on the ice.
Yeah, you never want to be that person.
My mom was pissed at me, but she didn't come on the ice.
Yeah,
my
you
mom
never want to be that person that goes on the ice.
Yeah,
like,
nah, this kid's mom came on the ice and was yelling at him because she knew he started it. Because she had probably seen him fucking with me all game.
Yeah.
Hitting, you can't, like, when you hit me that far after the whistle as he did, you can't really, like, I don't know, like, you can't really defend it. And, like, if that's your kid, like, you may not, like, say anything, but, like, you can tell, like, you see it. So, and then she obviously probably would have assumed that, hey, this kid didn't just drop the sticks and attack my son for no reason, you know what I mean? Put 2 and 2 together, she probably knows her son's a little dickhead, and I fucked him up anyway. So I fucked him up, punched a couple of his teammates, and his mom embarrassed him on the ice. So I'd say I won. And then the next day in school, the athletic director and coach of the varsity hockey team, I'm not gonna say his name or say any of my opinions about him, he sees me walking through the cafeteria on my way to a different class. He was sitting there with the dean and someone else from the, who was it? Oh, I remember who it was, I forget his job. But yeah, the dean and someone else. And he's like, hey, Hayden. And I'm like, oh, it's like, yeah, what's up? Because we had a pretty casual vibe at that school, so I was like, yeah, like, hey, what's up? And he's like, I heard about yesterday's scrimmage. And I'm like, oh, yeah. He's like, so you fought the whole team? And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. And he starts laughing. He's like, yeah, like, don't let it happen again. And I'm like, okay. I was like, basically, like, no problem. I was like, I can't really promise that. Like, I might. Because what I'll say, thus far, high school was the best time of my life. I had a fucking blast at high school.
We also got a bunch of transfers too.
Yeah, we didn't get too many. We probably gained as many as we lost.
A lot of foreign exchange students.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was really good friends with a lot of them. I'm gonna shout out the ones I was friends with in case they're watching this. Max, Finley, SJ, all of them they were from different countries over in Asia. Since freshman year, just having classes with them, getting to know them, amazing how they learned such good English, being born and raised over in China or Korea you know, where they came
Yeah,
from.
of course.
That's the tricky thing, because for my school, like, I wouldn't really call it transfer students, because, like, or I wouldn't really call them exchange students, because we didn't send anyone over there.
Yeah, it didn't seem like we did either.
Yeah, they just came over from there. We just, I guess, yeah, we offered that. And, really took care of them kids, too. Again, like, they didn't really, like, yeah, there was the kids who were immature and stuff, but, like, for the most part, like, those kids really just didn't get, like, picked on or anything like that. Definitely not any, like, racially charged things. Oh, we had a few Russian kids. They were on the hockey team.
Yeah, that
sounds like it should be
I remember
illegal.
those kids, and I just never understood.
You knew the kids from my school?
No, I just
Oh.
remember playing against them, and, like, I'd see the like Russian flag on the back.
Oh, yeah,
of their
the
helmet.
decals,
They had
yep.
the sticker on the back of their helmet. And, like,
Right, yeah, so
one of
he's talking about kids I went to school with, like, every day.
One of them had that, like, weird ass, like, fucking bubble.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
I know who
Fucking
you're talking
came
about.
out like that.
Again, we're not going to mention any names, keep everyone's privacy, but I know.
Yeah, I
know
just
exactly
remember
what you're
seeing
talking
that.
about,
I was
yeah.
like, how the fuck do they get these kids? Like, does the coach like go over to Russia himself and get them? Like, it was crazy. I never
He's
understood that.
just got to have, I would
Like,
imagine
he's
it's
gotta
got to
have
be
connections
contacts.
somewhere.
For high school hockey, it's usually a bit much, considering my school hasn't won shit since 1990. Moving on. Anything else you have to talk about for Off the Rails?
I've seen a bunch of funny fights.
In
Going off
hockey?
of fights in hockey.
Yeah. Okay, give us some stories,
I
bud.
saw one. This kid. This is like so like it was a summer tournament, and those usually go from Friday to Sunday. Sunday being playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And so like we all went out on Saturday night. There was like a concert or something. I forget what it was. We all went somewhere, and this kid like did not want to be there Sunday morning. Hungover, and so he goes, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just get in the fight, get thrown out first game, and we're like, all right. I mean, if you want to do that, go for it. Fucking, he waited for like halfway through the game. He's like, I'm not feeling it yet. And then it was like, goalie tied the puck up, and he like purposely poked at the goalie just to get someone to come at him. And fucking, this kid takes the kid into the boards, rips his fucking cage off, and starts beating the shit out of him. The ref pulls him off, and he just comes off the bench. I'm out, boys. I'll see you later.
That reminds me of a fight I had. So, this kid, when I played for, when I played for Woburn Town Hockey, I forget what town we were playing, something with the red jersey, or white and red jersey, but the smallest kid on my team, I'm not going to say his name again, but literally the smallest kid on my team, like short, skinny, but really good, really fast, really good. But I was good friends with him. We went to school together and everything. Whistle, he did snow the goalie a little bit. And some kid that was big, like my size, you know, I'm the same size now that I was then. Well, no, I've grown like 2 inches, but I'm the same weight. So back then I was like 5'8", 5'9", 135. Now I'm 5'11". This kid was about my size, and this other kid, he was probably like a good 5'4", 5'5". So this kid comes over and fucks with the kid on my team and like pushing him around. And so I grabbed the kid, and I'm like pissed because I'm like, oh yeah, like pick on someone your own size type deal. And so I fight him, fairly even fight, gets broken up pretty quick. We both get a couple good licks in, and go to the box, and it was like a movie moment, like staring at each other, like eyeing each other down from the penalty boxes the entire penalty expires. And we wanted to like go at it again, but the way the game was going, like at a certain point you gotta put your anger aside and make the best choice for the game, because like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like we were looking at each other the whole
game or
time,
some
but
shit.
then as we were like looking out, like not like, yeah, it was a like close game, but like I don't know, I forget exactly what was happening in the game, but it was just like one of those vibes where like, alright, both of our teams need both of us. Because that's the thing, when you're in that level, we both basically just get minor penalties.
Yeah.
Matching, but it's still a 4-on-4, and when penalties expire, you don't have to wait for a whistle, because it's not like a fight major. That it's a complicated way in the rules, but that's how it works. It's like a 4-on-4 for a minute and a half. We get out immediately into play, don't have to wait for a whistle. And yeah, the play was just going, so we were just like, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna get you when I can get you. Clean. Like a clean hit. He has the puck, shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to chest, like clean open hit.
Another funny one. I wasn't playing. I was on the bench for it. I was coaching. Whole game, like usual, it was chippy all game. Kids were chirping on both sides. It was like a tie game. I think it ended up in the tie, and the buzzer went like 2 seconds, 3-4 seconds after. Like clearly, the buzzer like ended, and then like 3-4 seconds after that, kid on our team just gets buried into the boards.
Like boarding type into the boards,
or just fucking bundled into the boards.
Like how far was he from the boards?
No, he wasn't like that far, but like it made a decent noise. Like it echoed.
Okay. So like in game, if he had the puck and was alert, it would have been a clean hit.
No,
it was a boarding.
Yeah, it was from
it a
behind.
Boarding? Was it a boarding?
Yeah,
what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah,
like,
I'd say it was a boarding.
Okay,
but like, fuck, it was right.
I hate the pussy shit they have now though. That's the warning strip.
But it was right in front of their bench, so like this kid got up swinging, but their whole bench was swinging at him. So we were like, at the same time, we can't let kids go because then we'll get suspended.
Yeah,
like the coaches will get suspended. But like, we're like the kids on the ice. We're like, hey, we can't control you guys. I mean, fucking. At least that's what I was saying. Fucking. So this kid, biggest kid on the team, I won't say his name, grabs one of their guys. He was absolutely fucking killing kids all night. He was like chirping back and forth with this one kid all game, and so they ended up like squaring off, and they legit dropped the gloves and shit. This kid cracked him with a right. They both fall down, and the kid on our team's face hit the ice.
Oh.
So fucking, you look at him and he fucking has this golf ball on his fucking eye, no other marks, and the other kid's bleeding from his lip, his fucking nose. It was so funny. Cops ended up coming.
Oh.
We had imports, I guess you would call them, because kids from Europe and stuff. So like they were all like worried like what was gonna happen with like, because like they're over here on a visa, they're not citizens and shit. So like they're like, yeah, what do we do? I was like, oh fucking
run! Let me get up. That reminds me of one of my worst injuries in hockey, which ended my boxing career. Not entirely like, but I'll get into it. So 8th grade, I was playing for the 1 year I played town hockey for Woburn. Every other year I played town hockey was for South Boston. But due to life circumstances, I had to live with my dad that year. He was living with his girlfriend in Woburn. I played for them, and I'm skating up the middle of the ice with the puck, not on a breakaway, and this kid from behind me hooks me between my legs, like in front of like here, like on my thigh, and so I push that off and keep going, and then he hooks me on my stomach, lower rib, stomach area, and so I stupidly looked down, because he kind of like spun me, not totally spun me, but took my momentum off, like from going completely forward, if you know what I mean. Even though I was going forward, he like threw off my momentum. Yeah. And I looked down, stupid, pushed his stick off, and I looked back up, and the defender stepped up.
Fucking smoked you.
He cross-checked me, stick to chin, so like that, up, hit me on the chin with his stick like that, sprained my neck, go down to the ice, hit my back of my head on the ice, concussion. So what happens is they blow the whistle, no penalty, which I
had one like that.
I couldn't even care about in the moment, but that's the thing. I don't remember like I remember it, but I don't remember like what was going on around me, like if there was an argument about the no penalty or anything. But I do remember specifically there was no penalty call, and but yeah, so he hits me. I get up. Oh no, that's what happened. Oh, see, now it's coming back to me. He hits me. His other defender comes around. The guy that hooked me comes around, gets the puck, brings it back to our end, and shoots it on net. Cover up, whistle. Quick, within like 5 seconds of the hit, the puck is covered up and there's a whistle. But I I had gotten up, skated back towards my zone, like 3 strides, and the whistle was blown, and I just kind of like slumped over on my knees, like stick on my knees kind of. And that's when people kind of knew something was wrong. And then I went to the bench and I took a knee. It's hard. Have you ever been to the Woburn Arena, the one that's attached to the school?
Yeah, I think so.
So the way it's set up is like there's the bench, and then there's like an alley next to the bench.
The Tanners.
Yeah, the Tanners. And so there's the fan section on this side with all the bleachers, and then there's the other side that has both benches, and then like on the one side there's an alley going this way to the locker rooms over here, and there's an alley going this way off the benches to the locker rooms over there. And that's how it like connects. And so I went over it like to the side of the bench where the alley is, on the side of the boards, and I was like on one knee, just kind of like gathering myself, like, damn, I kind of can't see straight, but I don't really want anyone to know I can't see straight. And I'm trying to go out there and finish, so I just get they coach comes and checks on me, asks if I'm good, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. And I go back and sit on the bench, and they're like, wait, no, come here. Wait, no, you can't go back on the... And so yeah, that was a trip to the ER there till like 3 in the morning on a Sunday, because it was a late game on a like 7-8 o'clock game on a Sunday. And yeah, so the doctor's like says to my parents, he's like, yeah, so like concussion, sprained neck, whole nine. Funny story, the whole time I was in the hospital, I kept taking the neck brace off, and they kept coming, and the nurses were coming like, did the doctor tell you to take it off?
Did you have the soft one? Or
the soft,
okay.
The hard one when I left, but the soft one while I was there. And
I had the hard one when
yeah, and I kept taking it off, and the nurse would be like, did the doctor tell you to take it off? I was like, no. And they're like, oh, well, you really got to keep that on. And I was like, oh. They put it back on me. But yeah, so the doctor, when they're discharging us, like, so yeah, he's gonna have to stay home from school tomorrow. Like the lights, the noise, everything's just gonna bother him, make it worse. And first thing my dad says to me when we get in the car, you're going to school tomorrow. But by the power of God, his alarm didn't go off. So he woke up a little late, because his alarm would go off earlier, because he would leave for work early, and his girlfriend would bring me to school. But his alarm didn't go off, so we all ended up being late. And we would have been late to school if I went. Yeah. And so she was like, just let him sleep. Because I low-key like woke up when they coming into my room, but I'm gonna keep my eyes closed. Yeah. But like I was awake.
You play it.
Yeah, and I heard it like, just let him sleep, like you know, he needs it. And so it was the power of God that got me that day off of school. After the school day ended, I had a couple of my friends come over. A couple of the girls came over. I was friends with a group of girls in 8th grade, all doing well in life right now. I think they're graduating college right around now. All of them doing good. I'm still friends with them on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. But anyway, they all came over, visited, checked on me. That's when I had the neck brace on, and they all thought it was worse than it was. And I was like, bro, trust me, I don't want to wear this shit. I keep taking it off, and they won't let me take it off. Yeah, I ended up going back to school the next day. I was fine, but I had to be out of boxing for 6 months. I only had to be out of hockey for 6 weeks. With how it was bad. I'm playing it because I didn't feel that bad, but like I guess it was bad. Yeah. You know how guys are. I came back to hockey within 6 weeks. Skating, non-contact type shit, and I think I weaseled my way into a couple games. Weaseled my way into a couple games, playing it cool, saying I'll stay out of the corners and try not to get hit. But yeah, that's the story I could think of.
You remember they put the Sidney Crosby cutouts in the urinals, and they were pissing on his face.
Sidney Crosby is my favorite player of all time, which is actually back to when we were talking about Ryan Sheckler earlier in the episode. I got this book. It was from one of those Scholastic book fairs.
Oh yeah,
it was top 20 under 20 athletes. Both Ryan Sheckler when he was like 15 and Sidney Crosby were in that book. It was when he was the year before. 19. Yeah, it was the year before he got drafted.
17.
He got drafted in the lockout year, right? 04, 05.
So, yeah.
Yeah, the 04, 05 draft, and that was the lockout. So the year before that, and so I found all his clips on YouTube of him, like when he used the dryer or the washing machine as a net and would shoot at that. and he had some clips from when he was like 8 or 9.
I forget which. It might have been Talbot or someone. He had a whole commercial where they went like 1-for-1 back and forth.
Yeah, I think it was. Anyway, yeah, that was a good. That, like, Crosby is my favorite, but obviously Wayne Gretzky is the greatest hockey player ever, and no one will ever touch the great one.
Bobby Orr is my favorite, I'd say. Followed by maybe Cam Neely, just because, like, how he played, where he could put up 50 goals and knock your teeth in. You know what I mean?
That's admirable. That is admirable. But I think
Seasons, like
Ovechkin has my favorite 50th goal celebration with the hot stick.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, that was
classic.
Good. And of course we already shouted this out on the podcast before, but my name is Jaromir Jagr and my favorite player is Jaromir Jagr. That's legendary. He's played on like every NHL team.
Oh, and then if we're talking about Slapshot, we gotta mention Gordy.
Hockey chick. That's from the second one. Remember?
Yeah.
Hockey chick. She has always talked. Yeah, man, you could say a lot about Mr. Hockey. You got to do a lot in your career to be named Mr. Hockey or Mr. whatever the name of your sport is. Great player. I mean, there's a lot of great players. Too. I mean, also shout out to a modern player that's fantastic. Not really like the best, but really good nonetheless. Tyler Seguin.
Yeah, he's just been hurt a lot recently.
Yeah, but he's been an unreal player. He's had a great career. Also, Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews.
I hope they both get traded out of that shithole in Chicago.
Who, Pat and Johnny?
Yeah, fuck that team.
Yeah. And I used to like them. Yeah. So much like I said in an earlier episode, I think I said in an earlier episode, but I've said it to him many times. The Boston Bruins are my favorite hockey team, no matter what. But I love the sport of hockey so much that I'm a fan of other teams. I'm a fan of the Pittsburgh Penguins, unless they're playing the Boston Bruins, and then I want the Bruins to win. But I used to also be a fan of Chicago, but not anymore. Not for a while. No.
It's actually like Wrigleyville and around like that area. It's actually pretty nice.
It seems like another beautiful city.
And shit. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Fuck that team.
Yeah.
Bunch of dirtbags.
In the organization or the players?
The organization.
That's what I thought too, because I don't...
All the way up.
Yeah, nope. Not good things going on there. Yeah. So, I don't know, like, we said this episode was going to be called, like, Hockey Movies and Shows, but I feel like hockey is a better title for this episode.
Yeah.
Like, episode, what, is this 6 or 7? Episode whatever. I think this is episode 7, episode 7, hockey, instead of hockey movies.
Yeah, sure.
It's hockey. Because we got into a lot of hockey. This is a long episode. It's a long episode, guys. A really long episode. We gotta do that. We should get a luxury box and film an episode in between periods.
Are we allowed to do that?
Who gives a fuck?
Alright, we're about to head out.
Sadie, a mother for me.
Say you want smoke, you can drop the address. I'm a stone cold killer, I'ma do so on my chest. 50 cal deagle bullet shooting through the vest. Hope the morgue got a mop, cause I'm finna leave a mess.